It's just after 7 o'clock. We're going to start.
I'll fix that in a second. Sorry.
Okay, when we get rid of the echo?
Yep.
There you go. Going to start the regular meeting of the Scotia Village Board of Trustees for May 12th, 2021. And we'll start with the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak.
Here.
Trustee Rizzo.
Here.
Trustee Gray.
Here.
Trustee Cook.
Here.
Mayor Gifford.
Here. Item number 3, privilege of the floor. Is there anyone who would like to speak at privilege of the floor? Not in the audience here. How about on Zoom? Adam, Emily, or Bob, did you like to speak at privilege of the floor? Going once? Okay, we'll close privilege of the floor. Item number 4, introduce local law number 2021D. Can I have somebody propose the water rents?
I'd like to make a motion to introduce proposed local law 2021D regarding amended water rates and to set the public hearing for the next regular scheduled meeting of the Board of Trustees on June 9th, 2021 at 7 p.m.
I'll second.
Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak.
Here. Or yes.
Gray.
Yes.
Trustee Cook.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Mayor Gifford.
Yeah. Item number 5, would somebody like to introduce local law 2021E?
Absolutely. I'd like to introduce proposed local law 2021D regarding smoking and vaping in public parks and to set the public hearing for the next regular meeting of the Board of Trustees, June 9th, 2021 at 7 p.m.
I'll second that motion.
And a question, Lydia, does that have the potential jail time written out?
Yeah.
I did not change that provision of the law.
Okay.
Do you want it changed? I
I
wasn't
think
sure.
we should. I talked to both Chief Harrigan and Judge Lockwood today, and they don't feel that we need that. None of us feels that we need it, I believe, just from the sound of things.
Okay, and
So if
just
we,
so you know, that applies to all,
anything
well-
in that section,
right, all those activities.
I think we're comfortable with that.
Okay, so let's consider it, hold on one second. I'm pulling it up. So right now it has $500 in there, so we'll leave it at 500 and we are taking out the 15 days.
That's
Correct.
correct. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let's consider that done as of now. Okay, and I will send Maria the updated document.
No, Maria, I wouldn't need to reintroduce that with the amendment, would I?
No, Lydia.
No,
Okay, so clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
yes,
Trustee Cook.
Yes.
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Okay, and item number 6, can we have a resolution to approve the Scotia Business Improvement District budget?
We approve the district budget for the Village of Scotia.
I'll second.
Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak.
Yes. Yes.
Trustee Cook.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
Yes.
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Now, in order for them to have a budget, can we authorize the allocation and collection of funds of the special assessments for the business district?
I move it.
I'll second.
Call the roll again.
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
yes,
Trustee Cook.
Yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 8, can we have a motion to authorize the levy of unpaid water bills onto the village tax?
I'll make the motion to put the unpaid bills on the new water tax.
1 second.
Call the roll again?
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
yes,
Trustee Cook.
yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 9, can we have a motion to re-levy the DPW charges onto the village tax bills?
I will make a motion to authorize the levy of unpaid Department of Public Works charges on the June 2021 village tax bills.
I'll second that motion.
you go ahead.
Sorry.
Call the roll again?
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
Yes,
Trustee Cook.
yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 11, I'm sorry, we're at 10. Can we have a motion to authorize the mayor to sign the capital EAP contract?
I'll make the motion to authorize the mayor to sign the services agreement with Capital EAP effective July 1st,
This is our
2021.
employee assistance plan that we're,
I'll second that motion. This is the employees part, right?
Yeah. not used very much, but very important when we use it. It's a call the roll again?
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
Yes,
Trustee Cook.
yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 11, can I have a motion to authorize payment number 8 to CFI contracting?
And the payment amount, this is my error, is 413-814-90.
413,
814-90.
that's a little different.
Yeah, this was last month's.
Okay.
so I'd like to make a motion to authorize the payment of number 8 to CFI Contracting Incorporated for the wastewater pump station project.
I'll second that motion.
Call the roll?
Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Rizzo.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
yes,
Trustee Cook.
Yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 12. So this, Ken, do you want to talk about this before we, this is the repair to the ladder truck?
Yeah, the aerial tower was found when we were checking it. We had problems operating the bucket. We brought it up to our service people at Vandermolen, and they found that the waterway was off-centered by a quarter of an inch or so. And there was also a shifting in the bucket and the yoke and stuff. They were able to repair the bucket. We have it back now. It's safe, it works, but the waterway problem is gonna get worse. It's gonna be making grinding noises and stuff like that. It's gonna have to be replaced eventually. So we had an opportunity to replace it now, so it's probably the best thing for us. It's 4 sections of waterway, 2 sections are off kilter. Don't know how that happened. It takes quite a bit of force to do that. They thought something got dropped down in there and possibly wedged or something like that. There was no reports of that, and it would take something to do that, so I don't know what caused it to be offset. If there's a newer aerial tower, they'd be able to replace the 2 sections. Being a smaller aerial tower, they have to replace all 4 sections, so we'll have to order it and then make the repairs on it, and what they say, Mayor, 3 to 4 weeks is probably be out of service.
I didn't get that, but yeah, be several, it'll be a month or 2 before they get the part in. And then,
Yeah, in the meantime, it is safe and it's fully operational, so, you know, your guess is as good as mine as to how that occurred.
so the waterway, is that like the actual,
That's-
like carrying of the water for firematic response?
It brings it up from the pump and brings it to the bucket for the master streams in case you have a really big fire or something like that. It flows huge volumes of water at one time. Often the big nozzles on the bucket.
So it's a very carefully machined stainless steel pipe that slides inside itself.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't slide just right, it screws everything up. So now, so Maria, we had an idea that where to get the money
Yeah,
from.
Lydia added it to the resolution.
So that's in the transfers.
Yeah, 90608,000 to 3410. 4540.
Okay. All right. So would somebody like to propose that we do that repair?
I would propose the repairs on our aerial ladder truck.
I'll second.
Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak,
Yes.
trustee Rizzo,
Yes,
trustee Gray,
Yes,
trustee Cook,
Yes,
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item number 13, can we have a motion to approve new volunteer firefighter Rachel Mearshot?
I would make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
When can she start, Ken?
She already started.
Already
She
started?
came to it.
She's an EMT. She's going through her renewal of her EMT right now, but she's been down to the department and stuff like that. So she's pretty eager. So.
Good.
good
Thank
luck,
you.
Rachel.
Yes, welcome aboard.
Good luck.
Okay, item 14, can we have a motion to authorize the closure of Washington Avenue and Shawnee Avenue on May 30th for a race?
I'd like-
Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to authorize the closure of Shawnee and Washington Avenue for the Albany Running Exchanges race event on Sunday, May 30th, 2020.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 15, mayor's comments to the board. So things have been rather busy here. The village offices are all back up and running to full capacity. If your public can come in, we still ask for people to be masked, but everybody's working. Ken will be restarting the rental inspections in a couple weeks, couple weeks. So we're still being extra cautious, but things are looking up. The park is beautiful. Anyway, so the gym is starting the weed prevention program in the park before the end of May.
Lake.
Hmm?
In the lake.
In the lake, in the lake in the park. Which has waited 2 years. We'll be happy to maybe be able to ride a boat around the east side of the lake for a change. So happy spring, everybody. Let's see. Item 16, correspondence liaison special committee reports. Heather?
Yes, report from the clerk's office. The water bills will go out June 1st. And the offices are open so that they could go ahead and either do online, the Dropbox, or mail, or come into the office. So it'd be nice to see everybody back now. With regards to the end of the year, our fiscal year is May 31st, so it'll be on the finances for the end of the year. With regards to the town of Glenville, we have the sidewalk, as the mayor indicated on our last meeting, over by the high school. So hopefully that will be completed pretty soon. With regards to the report from the police department, I did meet with the chief, and he had a few things he wanted me to point out for tonight's meeting. He is working on the federal grant for the bulletproof vest. That's a grant that we're refunded approximately half A vest is about $800. So hopefully that will be completed shortly. Also, there was an incident I would like to point out with regards to some really wonderful service by the police department. The chief wanted to recognize and give a shout out to Sergeant Bean and Officer Iwan. A man's life was at risk, and they just did outstanding performance. So chief and to the officers and sergeant, thank you. I commend your service. The Village of Scotia, we wouldn't know what to do without you. So we do wish that individual a speedy recovery. He is doing better. And thank you again. The child safety seat that was completed, that grant with Sergeant Bean and Officer Mike Spalding. Most of the officers attended a 3-dimensional leadership training. That was a leadership course that they all took a few weeks ago. And I think that's it. I know we're going to be working on some grants in the upcoming couple months, and hopefully those will be processed for the benefit of the village residents. Thank you.
Justin?
Absolutely. So thank you. It's springtime is always a very busy time for our DPW staff. Cleaning up after the winter, as well as continuing on with street cleaning. So that since our last board meeting, street cleaning has continued with the sweepers out in force. In addition to that, cold patching continued, which is a critical part of our road maintenance plan to make sure that our some of the potholes are filled in before they get worse. It's also important to note that a couple of our DPW teams have been going through and replacing collapsed catch basins, and which is definitely an important part of, again, our stormwater and runoff program. The Capital District Complete Streets Workshop happened back in early April, and we had representation from our DPW superintendent at that. Complete Streets workshops are important for our pedestrian friendly nature of the village. So I thank Andrew for representing the village at that meeting. It's also important to point out that prep for a couple paving projects are beginning and ongoing on 4 streets. Paving will begin later this week on Alexander and South Reynolds, North Reynolds, with a nice pave job there, so residents in those neighborhoods enjoy the roads. Now, what's really important, our 2021 paving projects preparation has began with that, with the cleaning out of the sweeping of the streets and the cleaning out of any kind of potholes or divots, as well as catch basins on Vly Road and Cuthbert. So this summer, 2021, we expect those streets to be completed. Cuthbert is a highly trafficked roadway, so it'll be much rejoicing, as well as Vly Road is one of the largest streets in the village. So that'll be a nice chunk in our road pavement plans. So you'll also, for those living with an alleyway, there were some speed bumps installed in the alleyways. Again, always making sure that our families living on streets with alleyways are safe, for kids that may play back there, but also for residents getting to their cars. So thank you to that. Interesting little point of note: an average of 1,031,100 gallons of water was pumped in the month of April.
Every day.
An
An average for the daily.
daily average. An average of 1,201,000 gallons of sewage was pumped per day in the month of March. We are waiting on the April sanitary report. So That's a lot of sewage and a lot of water that is maintained by our DPW to keep our homes in running order. We also want to welcome Nick Normington, who returned as a seasonal laborer to our team, and also just members of the DPW staff that are also pitching in to help with day-to-day projects and maintenance at the park. For the bid did meet. Thank you to the board for approving their a collection of the assessment. Andrew was able to attend the last one of the last business bid meetings to talk about the linkage study, which is an ongoing project here, which will look at pedestrian and traffic layout of Mohawk Ave to best support, again, our pedestrian nature, but also business development along that corridor. The bid was very eager to learn about this project and are looking forward to supporting the village as we continue on in the project. I'm excited to say that the next linkage study meeting will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I look forward to being in that conversation. The bid will also, the village must also propose 3 new members to join to be leaders on the bid, and I look forward to hearing those appointments. And we did that yesterday. Excellent. In terms of the zoning board of appeals, it's been a pretty slow month. There hasn't been any action taken or any action presented at the zoning board. That is it.
So Andrew, if the paving machines lose their brakes on North Reynolds and hit the first block of South Reynolds, nobody would mind. No. Joe?
Okay, Schenectady County, if you know, was #1 in the area for the most vaccinations in the area. They are still working on opening up to the children now, and they're still pumping away on getting people vaccinated with no appointments. So they're working on that. They are still running on their Zoom meetings, but they will probably this summer open the meetings up to the public on a regular basis. What else we got here? And they said that Proctor's is starting to put together a schedule, maybe this fall or probably next year. They're going to work on the new musicals and stuff coming into the county. The car show is on. We're waiting to get some more information from the state. I think participants must be wearing masks, and we're going to put some, I believe, going to try to put some sanitary stations on the street so people can wash their hands. And that's basically all I got right here.
Thank you. George?
Doubling as cameraman. Couple of things that the planning board and the traffic safety board didn't meet this month. We thankfully had a quiet month after our actions with the speed limits last month. Planning board had met a couple of times regarding some development going on in the village, still ongoing for that. It's really good to have some village members that are pretty passionate about keeping the village. So it's an interesting balance between village and allowing businesses to thrive and succeed. Also, coming up in the next few months, you will be seeing some discussions regarding the MRTA, the Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act. We're going to be reaching out, and if you have any comments on that, feel free to reach out to me here at Village Hall. We have a brand new voicemail system, which I will get an email as soon as the one is left, which is great. We're jumping into the current century and pretty happy about it. So very welcome to listen and discuss the Marijuana Regulation Taxation Act. It has an opportunity to be very beneficial to a small municipality like us. And I attended the meeting at the town of Glenville this past month, and I also attended a Conference of Mayors discussion as well that was very informative. There are a few things that we can regulate, and there are a few things we can't as a municipality. So feel free to reach out. I can put you I can put some information in your hand for you to educate yourself about it, and then please feel free to reach out to discuss, because again, it does have a possibility to benefit us financially as a smaller municipality. The larger municipalities, they have a lot to discuss as well as far as the city and the town's concerned. So other than that, the village garden has started up. I'm very much behind where I usually am at this time of year with that in regards to that, but it did get handed off on time, and there was the usual scramble of a couple of different people after signups have completed that come in late, existing members that didn't get around to it. So it's good to see continued involvement in that. Again, this year there are new members. Again, this year there are members who have been there from the beginning, and pretty thankful that it is as popular as in with the village residents. It is restricted to village residents, and very happy to be involved in it. What was the one thing that I was going to say? Anyway, that's about it. It was a comment on what Justin said at the end, but I forget.
Totally forgot what I said.
Huh?
Totally forgot what I said.
Thank you,
My
George.
apologies.
Might need to review the minutes.
Okay, item 17. Can we have a motion to accept the departmental reports?
I make the motion to accept the department reports with thanks.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item 18. Can we have a motion to make the budget adjustments for April?
I will make a motion to adjust the budget for the month of April.
I will second.
Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Solichak.
Yes.
Trustee Mazar.
Yes.
Trustee Gray.
Yes,
Trustee White.
Yes.
Mayor Gifford.
Yes. Item 19. Can we have a motion to pay the bills?
I would make that motion to pay the bills.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Aye.
Item 20. Can we have a motion to approve the minutes of the April 13th meeting?
I'll move to approve the minutes of the April 13th meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Can we have a motion to approve the minutes of the April 14th meeting? We've been too busy here.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes of the April 14, 2021 Village Board of Trustees regular meeting.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 A motion to approve the minutes of the April 19th village board meeting.
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes of the April 19, 2021 Village Board of Trustees special meeting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Item 23, does anybody have any new business?
This isn't technically new business, but
Okay.
I did want to mention the construction at the library.
Yes,
That is done by a New York State Construction Fund grant over about, I think it's over 400,000. Questions where the village is getting the money. The village is not spending the money for that cost of construction of the library. So the county is going to be matching 25% of that. And I believe the project will be completed around October or November. So looks really good. We're in the midst of it, but the village is not paying any monies towards the library construction. So just wanted everyone to know about that.
thank you.
It would be nice too, when the skateboard store opens up, that we put the village rules and regulations on skateboarding in the village. So it could be handed out if they buy supplies or skateboards, so they know what the rules are for the village.
Well, that's actually what I was going to bring up under new business. Currently, the rules prohibit all forms of skateboarding on village streets, roadways, and I assume that also moves into the park. I am eager. I've had the opportunity to meet with two parents of children who are avid skateboarders here in the village. I've also had the opportunity to speak with a 9-year-old who is incredibly jazzed about making a meaningful change in adopting and helping to adopt safe skate policies. So what I'm hoping, there is the young citizens here are getting a lesson in petitioning. We actually, I met with one of the fathers to help create a petition to move this forward. And it's my understanding that they're hoping to come to privilege of the floor at our June board meeting to formally present the petition to the Board of Trustees for consideration. And I've also been doing some homework and trying to figure out what safe skate policies are.
So we learned at the bid meeting yesterday that there are actually 2 skateboard stores
Yes.
coming to Scotia.
Yes,
There's one in Kohler's
Yeah, the showroom.
office, and there's one where the driving school used to be in Rosenberg's building. So that'll be interesting. They're slightly different. The guy who is doing the one at Rosenberg's building is also into BMX bikes, and
that's
he will
good.
have some of that too. So anyway, anybody else with new business?
We're gonna all have to learn how to skateboard, it looks like.
Yeah, right. Over my dead body, right?
so I'll have to ask some of the young citizens working on this to give the trustees free skateboard lessons.
They scare the kids out of me.
I think we better have our helmets on.
If nobody else has anything else, I would like to request we go into executive session to discuss a potential legal matter. And we won't take any action, Maria, so we'll tell you when we adjourn, if that's okay, guys.
Schedule the end of your meeting.
Oh, thank you. So we need to schedule the end of the year meeting. I think we were proposing the last Wednesday. Is that right, Maria? Right. I put it on my
Before
calendar.
the memorial service.
Yes,
It's usually a
so
5-minute meeting to approve all the vouchers that we can through the end of the fiscal year and authorize the closure of the books.
What's the date on that?
so
May
the
26th.
26th of May at 5 o'clock.
That's
The
fine,
memorial services at 6. Is that okay?
that's fine with me.
George, you good with that? All right. Okay. Can we have a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. I'm gonna
Good night.
close the
Okay.
Zoom meeting.
Night.